People ain't loyal no more. It's time to talk. Marta, thank you for accepting my invitation to my podcast Beyond Loyalty. Welcome to my world. It was a bit challenging for me to invite a designer to something that I designed myself. So I'm really looking forward to your feedback. Thanks again. Welcome to my world of loyalty and people who have core values and business-minded people.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Martin, for inviting me. Especially we know for some time now, so nothing to worry about here. You've done a brilliant job.
Thank you.
So well done. I'm really proud of you. So you should be proud of yourself building this one. So.
Thanks a lot. We know each other for a while. We had the mutual project where you helped my client. I helped them to source the property for living because they were moving from Hong Kong, and you helped them to design it. But let's start from beginning. Should we start from the time when you came to UK?
Yes.
So you came to UK 21 years old.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
So
just 21. Gosh, when was that?
So where did you land? Did you land near London? So you started in London?
Yeah, exactly that. And just coming back to what you just said about, your clients moving from Hong Kong to UK, that was us.
Yeah, both of us.
That was me 18 years ago, but I landed in London. Stay with my cousin and literally stayed there for 1.5 years.
And what was the reason behind it? I guess very similar
there's
than for me.
A reason, yeah.
just better life, basically.
Better life, yes, but it wasn't first things for me. So at that time, I was very ambitious, and I'm probably still the same, but me and my fiancé at that time, we wanted to pay for our wedding. So that was our goal, to come to UK, stay for a year, maybe 2, earn some money to cover the wedding cost.
So you weren't planning to stay here? So
we never planned to stay. Okay. But 18 years later, I'm still here. The reason for that, it's probably that my sister, she used to live in Halifax in West Yorkshire, in North, where the cost of living was much cheaper than in London.
Yeah, of
the
course.
Minimum wage was everywhere the same. So we used to pay 450 for one room in North London, where when we moved to Halifax, we pay 325 for one bedroom.
We all remember these numbers. Yeah. I remember my first rent.
I remember correctly.
I remember my first rent in Bolton. I think it was 420 per month.
Gosh, that was nice.
What a days.
What a days, exactly. And maybe because I moved to Yorkshire and I fell in love because it's so
I've
lovely.
Heard. I've never been in York, for example. Many people told me I have to visit York.
Yeah, it's the real England, I would say, that I knew
heritage
from
nice.
that I knew from movies, and it's lovely people as well. But the main things when I came to UK, I should mention that as well, that I couldn't speak English at all. I was learning German for 7 years.
Same here.
Yeah,
we've got a lot in common. we were born in same year, 85. We are both Leos.
Yes,
Leo.
We learned German.
It's crazy. We learned German. Yeah, I came from the school where I did GCSE in German. We both don't know German anymore.
Yeah, that's so true. When you're just starting learning English, you forget everything else.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was challenging at the beginning.
Of course.
I believe for you was same, and especially for me when I came to London and stay with my cousin, I had the job in customer service. So just imagine not knowing any word in English. And in 2 weeks' time, you need to speak to customers, ask them about clothes. And because the place where I work was dry cleaners on one wall and wedding dresses on the other. That was couple. She was the designer of wedding dresses and he ran the dry cleaners. So I have to speak with customers, with like brides to be, make sure the dress fit on them, make an alteration, learn the names of the clothes, the money, just small talk, everything in 2 weeks. So that was very intense.
How did you improve your English? Because I personally started learning from the books, and then I went to college for 1 year, I think, 1 or 2 years, ESOL.
Yes, so I've done at some point when I was still in London this as well, but the first 2 weeks was very intense learning at home with my cousin. So she was a few years before me in UK already, so her English was very good, so she was teaching me this. But then I wanted to improve as well. And I have to say, my mistake was trying to learn from book as well. So I remember sitting behind the curtains and making notes and just try to learn instead of practice with coworkers and speak. So
but then the accent is coming, and different parts of the UK. When I heard first time Liverpool accent, I thought it was German. The guy was speaking to me and I'm like, is this
very
English?
hard.
And I'm thinking, wow, I don't understand the word. What are you saying, man?
I was exactly the same. So I've learned my English in London. Okay. Nice, clean, posh English. And then I moved to Yorkshire, where it's completely different word. So I have to learn again, because when I start speaking with people, instead of they going one, they were saying one, or we going upstairs, not upstairs. So, Bugs Bunny, not Bugs Bunny, lunch.
Yeah.
So, all of that was, at the beginning of your journey of learning English, it make a huge difference, the accent. So now I'm just laughing if someone asks me where I'm from. It's just mix of Polish and Yorkshire. Sorry.
Brilliant. Love it. So what then? So did you move to Yorkshire after what, 1.5 years being in London?
Yeah, that's correct. So I just calculated that we're going to save more money living up north rather than in London.
And that was your family relative who lived there?
Yes. So that was my cousin in London and my sister in Halifax.
Oh, your sister. Okay.
So I moved first. I just found a job.
Tested the water?
Absolutely. So I found a job which was in manufactory, but it was a nice one, because what I was doing, I was actually working with scarf for Lacoste and Hugo Boss, and we was just packing this to boxes, and it was easy job.
Clean, dry.
Yeah,
nice
important. And warm. And I only worked there for 6 months in North, and then I had another job in manufactory in Sony with picking, packing, like everyone starting in London. And that's it. I didn't have much experience working in manufactory, because when we moved, I was so determined to find a job in my education. I finished study in Poland, finance and accounting. So I just said to myself, I won't work in accounts or somewhere in the office working with, finance numbers. But they didn't accept my education from Poland. So I have to find a way how to gain the experience first. So when the job finished with the scarves, I just signed for job center, and they offer me all of the different trainings, English, maths, business, how to write CV, all of that. So I just took everything what they gave me. They said there is something like volunteering job, and I didn't want it to work in charity shop, anything like that. So I've just asked them if there is any admin job, anything where I can have experience with finance. I won't do that. So they helped me find the volunteering job. And after 6 months, they just fell in love with me, and I've got the job.
So how
in finance.
Yeah, but how did you survive? Because in the end of the day, I understand you had a fella next to you, but you have to pay bills. Working 6 months just for experience, that's crazy. Like,
it is. And at the same
without
time,
any income.
Yeah, and at the same time, we was planning wedding as well. But the job I worked before, that was very good pay job. So I save a lot of money to cover the 6 months period. And it wasn't just like I haven't earned any money. I'm very creative.
But vision of the final target was higher than, yes,
yeah, absolutely.
Patience.
And it was different time. You
of
know,
course.
we pay
much different than now.
£325 per month when you at that time husband to be had good job as well. I've saved a lot of money from the previous job as well, and it was just two of us, no kids. The bills was cheap, was
different
times, so you could afford that to take the 6 months off. But again, as I said, I never like not doing anything, so I've educated myself. I work voluntary for free, and then also I've just sell different stuff online as well, because I'm very creative and DIY person, so I always find something to do. So yeah, that was the beginning.
Cool. And then you worked for that company for 13 years?
13 years. They've been so good for me.
Accountancy? Was it accountancy? Or
yeah,
what was
working in a finance. So I work for Community Foundation for Calderdale, which is like a charity. We've been like an umbrella charity for small charities. So we was distributing grants for charities. So I was responsible for all of the money going to correct charity.
Loyal person.
Yeah. Make sure invoices are paid, fundraising at the good level. So yeah, everything connected with money.
Did you enjoy the time there?
Yeah, nice. It was lovely. It was really
nice
good.
People.
Yeah, nice. That's the thing. That's why maybe I fall in love with England as well, because I work with English people. They treat me like a daughter. I was the youngest person. Everyone was like 50 plus. They teach me English as well. Yeah. They really take care of me. They pay for my study as well while I was working there. I had 2 kids in between those years. So yeah, it was very comfortable position to stay
for a longer period of time.
If
13 years is a lot.
If I wanted, I could even stay,
forever.
Till retirement. There was no push I needed to go. I had option to be the finance manager, but at the time there was available offer. My manager still extend his retirement time. And when was the time for me to take the position? I already had 2 years running business on a side. And I was more into this rather than staying in the business.
Designing business?
Business, the home staging business. Because,
So what interests me, when did the calling started? When did you hear that business voice inside you like, actually, I want to do this? What was the trigger? Like, was there any moment that you said that, actually, I would love to do this? Or...
Good questions. There was a time where was something like, I want something more in life. That's why I've started doing little bits in between work and kids.
Side hustle.
Like
business.
Little hobby. So when my daughter was born, so I wanted her to have nice headbands and clips, but I couldn't find anything. So I started making this. And then friends of mine like it, so I make for them. Then I open like little boutique online shop. So I've started selling this through Facebook fan page. eBay as well. So I had this, my little sunshine, little boutique with headbands for girls. Then when my boy was born, I started doing the ties and bow for boys. And that was like extra money on the side. Creative, but it's so much time consuming. And the money, it wasn't enough.
Peanuts compared to
the time I spent. It was, if someone is creative and like doing this, it's fine. But with 2 kids, part-time job, and doing hobby like this, it was too much. So I've just decided to close. And then I still feel like I want something.
To do something.
Yeah. And we Eastern European, and I don't know if your family told you the same, but I always heard you're gonna be happy if you achieve in life, happy married, have 2 kids,
It was
boy
the
and
old
girl.
style. It was the
Yeah.
old style that worked,
For our parents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it still works, but I noticed that in our country, it was quite a lot affected by communism. Everyone thought that there will be jobs for everyone forever. They thought that as soon as you have higher education, you will come out of the school, you will get the best job because you go to ranking, because you have uni, for
Yeah.
example. However, 1989, when they split and the communism was gone and all the board was open for us, that wasn't the case anymore. People suddenly were without the jobs, struggling. The world was changing. Like, look at it now. AI age, and
Yeah.
young people are making crazy money
Yeah.
on YouTube,
Our kids,
and
yeah.
the money that our parents' generation never ever even seen, not even experienced.
Yeah. They couldn't
So-
even imagine that money to have.
So I think, our country, Slovakia, definitely was affected a lot, and there was that mindset that this is how it should be, and it's like this for everyone. It's not for everyone. It's
No.
like family. If you don't want to have family, I don't think it's for everyone. I wanted my family. I wanted 2 kids. I was
Yeah.
praying for them.
Yeah.
I'm praying for their health now because I'm blessed to have 2 healthy kids.
Yeah.
But it's something that I always wanted. It's not something that happened to me by accident.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't think you should even go to the family if you don't want family, because you
True.
just will be miserable parent, and it will affect
Yeah.
your kids.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
And I think what we was told by our parents since we were kids, like, follow this path,
Yeah.
is that what I've done. And I can see in my friends, they follow that as well. But as you said, not every woman want to be a mom, but they felt they need to be a mom, and they've got kids, but they not, as you said, brilliant parents, because that never was their goal. So I think we all should follow our own path and listen
Definitely.
our inner side. But I didn't at that time. I just followed the path I was told. So I had a house, I had a boy and a girl, I had husband, I've got stable job, I had holidays. I should be happy by the time.
But somewhere deeply
Yeah,
inside,
was saying
you
like
were
that-
feeling like,
yeah,
this
it
is
is-
not
It's
everything
not.
for
I've
me.
got everything what they told me. But I still not feel like I've achieved.
Satisfied
Yeah,
achievement. Yeah.
And then one of my friends just said, why don't you go for networking with me? And that was when my son was 2.5 years old. And it was property networking group, Polish one. So I went with her, and then I saw a different life, not the one I knew, because everyone in my environment at the time, they had the job,
Employee-minded.
house, like a different bubble. And then I went for the networking, and then I saw there is different world. There is like people investing, people having businesses.
Yeah.
They travel more than once a year or twice. So it's like, wow, I can have this. And that's where I felt like, actually, yeah, I feel
That's
I
where the
could.
hook was.
Yeah, I think I could have that one, especially, I've tried small businesses and try something
Yeah, you already
different.
trialed.
Yeah, so I thought I'll be good with this. So this was the time where I set up my business Facebook profile. I've started sharing my inspiration, but my work I've done for myself regarding design. So like room metamorphosis, transformation, what I've done for friends and family, kids' room changes. Like I had little fan page where I was showing people how to save money, live minimalistic way, and still got nice house, how to save, some tricks and tips. But then I think I was hooked by everyone at the time saying, if you want easy money and you've got time, you can be a deal sourcer.
Okay.
So that's what I thought. Yeah, actually, I've got time. I've got, small kids. We can walk around, knock to people's houses, find a deal for investors. And this is how my journey started with the business. But quickly, I just find out it's not what I really want to do.
Okay.
Because not each deal was a deal. And then I saw people struggle
it's a tough
to
game.
sell.
I've been in that game for 7-8 years, so it's a tough game.
Yeah, balancing,
you need
finding the deal, have a list of investors to connect them at the same time, and then keep nice relationship with the estate agents. And I think
time-consuming. You have to build your name. They have to trust you. You have to build database of investors to have buyers actually for the deal when you find it.
Yeah, and
it's tough.
I like the quick transformation, and this took time as well to find a deal, to match the investor.
3-4 months in UK until it's completed, and that's why we get paid.
That's why I fell in love with homestaging. So someone mentioned on the networking, like, oh, there is homestaging. There's something similar to what you do, because I've shared my interior design project. And I had no idea what homestaging is. So I back home, I Google it, and I love that. Quick transformation. So I'm going to do this. And then I had, already the knowledge how to do the research.
And I guess that was the time when Airbnb started a little bit more popular.
Yeah, because that was 2019.
Yeah. That's
so
when
in
it was
2019,
booming, actually.
Yes, May.
Everyone was starting testing this strategy. The apartments were working well in prime locations.
Absolutely. And that was my first few projects. The first one was different because the first one was interior design for beauty salon. But since I posted this on Facebook, someone else came to me for Airbnb project, and that was clients from Hong Kong. So I've done few Airbnb projects for them in Leeds. And that built all of my cash flow as well. Yeah. Because with Airbnb, they pay me for my job, but they cover all of the furniture cost. So I didn't have to invest into furniture at that stage. So it was very good start for me to start running the homestaging business. And I had the knowledge as a deal sourcer where, who's going to be the target buyers, how to dress this, and with my skills with interior design.
Have you got any favorite design styles?
That's changing over
changing
years.
All the time.
Yeah, so 2019 I was so minimalistic.
Okay.
I'm still like very close to contemporary minimalistic style, but over the years I've learned to use different style that's demanding, like the property, the location where it's located. The property where it's located, or the tenants or guests, the demand is different. It's maybe more vintage, so you have to adapt
to
cottage.
It because you're targeting someone.
Different. So it's not like what I like, what you like, and I'm gonna do it because it's not working.
So you always have to. You always
have to wear
think
buyers'
like a client.
shoes and think like who gonna visit this. So if you go up north in more rural area, very like small countryside, you're not gonna dress this house even when it's Airbnb
modern
very
and stylish,
modern, contemporary, because it's not gonna work for the location. Everyone who go in there, they come in for hiking, they want nice cozy family
countryside style, wooden effects,
absolutely
things like
so
that,
then you need to adapt all of that style, design, furniture, accessories for them, even though it's not my style.
But it works, and in the end of the day it's a business. It's all about what's going to sell.
And my clients need to earn money as well.
Of course.
So that's the main goal for me, is when I'm doing staging.
So then you started improving basically your company. You got more and more clients.
Yes, start building the branding from early stage. So I always try to look presentable as well. Anything I post on Facebook, because Facebook at that time was my main brand profile. So any picture from networking, I've done a lot of networking, a lot. So I've started with Polish community first because it was like obvious for me to go there. But then I found English networking as well. And what I found later on, it was much easier for me doing the networking in English because my job, everything was in English. All of the technical names, everything was in English. So if I have to translate to Polish, I'm like, oh,
Sometimes
how you call that? Like,
sometimes we're finding the words. I've got this problem, like I'm speaking to someone in my own language and I'm telling words in English because I can't find the word.
Yeah, same.
It's weird.
Same. It's so weird. You come in here without English and then you dream, you speak, you think in English.
And when you started speaking English, obviously, did you have the same as me, or is it just us who have it? Like, I'm speaking and I'm thinking myself, my brain is working and I'm thinking, fucking hell, he knows I'm Eastern European. He's going to ask me the question, where are you from now? Like overthinking everything. Like, listen, we weren't born here. We're never going to have the same accent like if I was born here. My son is speaking like a Wiganer, proper Wigan accent.
Wow.
Because he was born here. He's 13 years old. He goes to high school now. And he's just surrounded with English people. But it wasn't the case for us. But sometimes we just overthink things, As long as you can communicate with people, I don't think it matters. Because we live in a country where there is thousands of nationalities, not just us Eastern Europeans,
But that was my very big struggle at the beginning when I was running my business.
Thinking that
they know I'm Polish. And they hear my accent.
It's such a limitation we create in our mind. It's crazy. Who cares? In the end of the day, it's a business. If you provide great service to the client, who cares how your English is, as long as you can communicate normal way. I'm not saying like broken English that you barely speak, but once you speak fluent, it doesn't matter.
It was still my perfectioning hit, and I couldn't overcome this for first few years. Even all my clients, they understand, they appreciate the work, so it's the design speak, not
of course,
me.
Of course.
But they came to me anyway because they like what I've done or they believe in me. I was still like, just you said, like thinking, oh no, my English is not enough. It's my accent. Gosh, why are we doing this to ourselves? I have no idea.
When it changed to me, when I realized actually that, fuck it, I'm not going to think about this anymore. When I met some people who I worked with 2010 when I came to UK, I met them like 5-8 years after from the work that I've been working with them. And I'm stood there, I'm talking to this person and I'm thinking myself, like, how far I've come. My English is better than his, and he's been here 25 years.
Wow.
Obviously, they weren't English, they were foreign, but not Eastern Europeans. And I'm thinking, like, wow. Then I actually realized that, listen, it doesn't matter. No one cares.
No one cares.
Because sometimes I thought that I've got a sticker on my head, like, I'm Eastern European, I've got accent, which is bullshit. It's just limitation we create in ourselves.
Yeah, and I remember, like, when I pick up the phone or try to speak with clients, when they're gonna hear my accent, they just they're going to say, oh, sorry, no, we don't want your services. That was in my head, but it's everything what we believe is true.
Of course.
If I believe because of my accent they don't want to work, what I gonna get? The same result. But if I've started changing the limitation to my accent is good enough, my English is good enough, no one bother, it's the design speak for himself, my results, my clients. That's what really matters, not the accent.
And in most cases, we came across the people who will pick you up. Like you mentioned, the people in that work where you spent 13 years.
Yeah.
There was such a nice people, such a nice environment. I had very similar experience in recruitment. Most of my bosses always were picking me up where they gave me confidence that, listen, you've got responsibility for this contract. We don't really give a shit where you're from. You work hard. You're willing to put the work in, and we need you to do this. And that was all I needed. Sometimes we need that kind of support from the others, I think.
Yeah. And I heard a lot from people surround me that they actually appreciate the Eastern European people because they know we work hard.
Yeah.
And they know if we say this,
We will
we
do it.
over-deliver.
We will do it.
and you know,
So-
that's why they start to love.
Is it our
working
generation
with
or
us.
is it... I
Maybe
don't know.
maybe our generation, I don't know, maybe we believed what we was told
Maybe.
in the past. But it's time to, change this
It's just
negative
for me,
thoughts.
it's
for positive.
embarrassing if you give word or you say something that you will do it and you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't...
I couldn't even say,
process
I'm
it.
going to do this
No.
and not deliver. I will do everything to deliver what I said
Is
I
it
will.
Leo? Is it
It's
our
a-
astrological sign, I think?
Could
Maybe.
be. Could be. I'm very
It
determined.
must be connected to it because
Yeah.
it's something that we've got in common, like we have to keep that word. I would bleed.
Yeah, we
to keep
very yeah. And I've done so many times. I was ill, and just imagine I was working part time, growing my business with 2 small kids as well, learning English, working on myself, and nearly 7 years, and I'm still.
You know what I did? Obviously, there is 2 weeks paternity leave,
Yeah.
to help my missus when my son was born. I only took 1 week because I thought they can't run it without me. And I went back to
Yeah,
work after 1
quickly.
week. Idiot. I would
Idiot.
never do that
No,
anymore.
but we learned this on the way.
Yeah. At Rainbow Northwest, we make real estate effortless. Whether you're looking to sell on the market, off market through our exclusive investor database, or via auction, we've got you covered. Plus, we offer top-notch property and project management, including refurbishment for investors. We can help you to build your own portfolio. Let us help you on your real estate journey. Rainbow Northwest, your trusted real estate business partner. Let's go back to designs. Do you think this is something you want to grow? Is that the company you want to take to the next level and
Absolutely.
being CEO
Yeah.
or overseeing projects?
This is how I see myself now.
Good.
Because you've been there when you start your own business. You're wearing different hats and you do everything.
Yeah.
You're cleaner, you're accountant, you're marketer, you're salesperson, you're designer. You do everything. It's then over the time you can focus on building the team. You can again overcome yourself and outsource, trust someone else to do the
100%.
job. So that was big thing for me as well, just to find someone who I can trust with jobs. But I'm getting them. I'm better now because now I think I appreciate myself, my time with kids as well. So I want my
That's
business
age
to
thing,
running.
to be honest with you. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
because I only started realizing this like half a year ago. Like when I was getting closer to 40, I'm like, wow, time is so valuable.
It is. It is.
Honestly, even spending time with my little girl and watching some comedy and laughing is something that I can't replace, you know?
But there was, when I was running my business at the beginning with kids, I dragged them everywhere with me. Every shop, I've got so many like pictures and video with them sitting at the back seat, squeezing between boxes. My living room was my storage room, full of flat back boxes, then sitting on top watching cartoons. They've been on project with me. So that was different journey or different time, quality time with them. I was still with them, but I was showing that you can do everything even when you've got small kids. You can still follow your path and what you love to do in life. But now when they older, they're not as much happy to go with me on project. They don't have to go. So yeah, it's a different quality, as you said. And then I've noticed also in the body that you think you can do everything. And I used to work late, like 1, 2 a.m. because I'm more like an owl person, like working overnight. But then when you have to wake up in the morning, my body started to feel like, it's not like it was even 5 years ago. I had much more energy. Now I need much more coffee to keep me running.
Yeah, I'm starting with 2 double espressos every morning.
Me as well. I love double espresso.
My favorite.
Yeah. So yeah, the priorities change, I think, over years when you run the business and kids grow, and I think you just want more time with them, more quality time. But it's a different, still quality time. I still enjoy it.
I still love it. I still love it. But I don't want to do 7-8 viewings a day anymore.
No, you can find someone who can still love that and help you grow your business and do their job.
And they probably do it even better than me. You need to learn how to delegate as well. That was something I learned in recruitment. And it was hard to learn because sometimes you think that certain things no one else will do as good as you.
Oh, yeah.
But actually,
that's the ego.
They are even better. Oh, yeah, ego. That needs to go. There are people who will actually do it better than you.
Yeah. And you need to admit this, that there are someone... Because I remember I was at the stage when I was thinking, if someone is better than me, they're going to steal my job. They're going to steal my idea, or they want to take something from me. But when you work on yourself and you can see, you can be the CEO, you can actually appreciate someone else's help and not, thinking like someone going to take something from you because there is enough cake for everyone. But if I giving the opportunity for someone young to work for me, have the experience, I then passing on all my experience to that girl, because I working with stylists, they helping me running the business. Even today I'm here with you, and my stylist is at the project styling property for sale. So this is something where I think I'm grown up and mature to step back, give someone chance.
It's a natural progress. You have to get there, but we have to learn it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it's not something you can just get straight away when you start business. And let's face it, at the beginning you have to do the legwork.
Yeah.
But I doubt that anyone who started from nothing, started their own company, they would have everything set up perfect, that they had business and 5 people working for them. First of all, you have to start making money in order to pay someone else. So
what was my mantra when I first started my business, because I needed to overcome myself, obviously, and the perfectionism, I need to be ready for it. So I was keep saying to myself, start where you are, do what you can with what you've got. And this is how I've just started. I've got time between school hours, the days when I'm not working. I've got just these skills, and I've just tried to use as much as possible and just carry on. But on the way, when you actually start running a business, then you're learning everything on site. You can't predict what's going to happen when you start. My stylist, she's... love her to the bit, but 2 years when she's working with me, and she's still working on the business plan.
Okay.
Constantly perfectioning every details. Even though I said just start and learn on the go, because you have to jump. You have to jump. You have to take the risk and start. And what if you find out that you don't like it? It's like me started when I've jump from sourcing property to staging. I was thinking I'm going to help people who still live in the property. It's called occupy staging. So it's someone still living in the property. Because I saw the gap that not each deal is a deal, but people will struggle for a year to sell the property because they had all of the mess. They just needed to declutter, hide some stuff, make it more presentable. And I was pretty sure I'm gonna doing only that. But I've done few of this project, and I find out that it's not for me. Okay. It's a hard work working with people who very much attached to everything they've got at home. And then there is a conflict between wife and husband and different opinion of what we going to sell. So you have to be like everyone, the counselor for them sometimes as well. So
but that's important in a business. You have to.
But you have to
find your ways.
Yeah.
What you want to do, what you enjoy to do, and what you don't want to do.
But you don't know what you don't want to do till
of course,
you actually done it. So you have
until
to
you
jump
try it, yeah.
and test. So my advice, if someone is that like trying to run or got idea of business, just start with what you've got and see if you even like it.
100%. I remember a couple first deals. It was struggle. I didn't even know how to estimate the cost for refurb because I haven't done any refurbs. You know, now I've done, 150 of them. So I've got understanding what we need to do, or, what needs to be done in order to make it look presentable and structurally sound, and like today, actually, we sold the property for the client. She's from Hong Kong originally. She bought this property 2020, and it was rented. It was just investment property. So she approached me to sell it, and I suggested her, let's do the work.
Yep.
And all we did, we painted the property white. We did woodwork white gloss. We changed the floor, and we refreshed it, basically. And we deep cleaned everything. It was sold within 3 days, 5K above asking. 225 was asking. We started literally viewings Monday.
Yeah.
Today's Wednesday, and it's sold for 230.
Yeah.
She spent money, because she had to
money.
replace the carpet. But at that time, I was only able to target probably 190 for it because it was very tired after tenant. There was some rubbish around, and we just did the work. She listened to my advice, and today I'm going to be sending memorandum of sale, and we achieved 230 for her.
There you go.
30 grand more than I would achieve if I sold it to investor that tired property, basically.
And she probably spent, 5 grand, maybe less?
Probably more. 8 grand it was, around 8 grand.
Still.
Carpet, lick of paint and cleaning. That was all. Nothing major, major things. Just get rid of the old washer, refresh the utility room. There was a little bit mold and all that, and that was it.
Yeah. If she will probably try to sell at the condition that it was before the light refurb,
I wouldn't achieve more than I was positive that it will only achieve between 190 and 200 max that someone would pay.
Yeah.
And we achieved 30 grand more.
That's,
by spending
that's amazing.
8.
That's really
but it's again, I wouldn't know this if I didn't have experience.
Absolutely. And from my experience, I know people actually see when they come in for viewings, they probably think the renovation that she spent £8,000 for someone who want to buy this property, they think they're gonna spend 20 grand.
Yeah.
So that's why it's better
understanding. And you've seen so many people ripping off clients in this industry. I don't know if you've seen many. I've seen so many. Builders, project managers taking money and literally ripping people off. It's common in property, unfortunately. So
see, I'm at the end of this, so I didn't experience a lot of that. But I believe, and I hear different stories. So yeah.
Yeah. People experience
sad.
different. Yeah, but it's a short-term business for them, unfortunately, and that's why people like us who are willing to provide great service and care about clients, we will last longer.
Yeah.
We will last forever.
Absolutely.
Because we will have repeated clients like this one. This is repeated clients. I actually sold that property in 2020 for investment. She had it let for 5 years and we sold it again on the open market. An investor bought it, not even first-time buyer.
And look how we save a lot of money over the years by working hard and doing great job for our clients. Then we don't have to spend money on marketing or advertising or anything like that because clients coming to us because
100%.
People recommending our job. This is how my business operates. I've got I still got the same client when I've started over 6 years. They keep coming back. They keep recommending me. And it's much easier. You want to be in that position rather than have one-off clients and then you have to invest a lot of time, energy, money
Definitely.
to find another client. But if you can just sit here and I can have message like someone recommended you, and people, when they recommend it, they trust you more as well.
Yeah.
They've seen your job already.
Because
so
it's
you
been
don't
recommended
have
by
to-
someone who's already happy with the service, you know. So
Yeah.
it's a stamp of, you know, you proved yourself.
Yeah, but that's the brand you've created
Yeah.
over a years as well. So that's the consistency you had showing up every day, even if you're tired or you don't want to work or it's rain or whatever. You was there going to office and around your own business, going for networking, meeting clients, as you said, shaking hands, you know, dress nicely, take care of yourself, of your mind. And this is the brand you've built over the years, and it's now paying off. That's why
100%.
clients coming
It's
to you.
important to build the brand. It's what sells you, you know.
And people buy people,
Yeah.
not just the offer. I'm gonna master, and it's gonna be, you know, very pitchy and sales. It's not that people will buy. They will.
Have you done any podcast before?
I've done one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my second
Recorded,
one.
not the video.
Yeah, we've done over a Zoom, I think.
Zoom call, okay.
Yeah.
Fair play. Now people will see you because people buy in people. You know,
Yeah.
I knew as soon as I went through my phone and I'm thinking, Marta, I need to invite you because people, you know, I had experience to work with you on that project for that client
It
who
was
moved
good
in.
project, by
Yeah,
the
it
way.
was nice. I've not spoken to, what's her name?
Amanda.
Amanda. I've not
Yeah.
spoken to her for a while.
Oh, she left me lovely review on Google. Yeah, she was so happy because she gave us the brief. So you've done the renovation for her.
Yeah.
And I
It
furnished.
wasn't even big renovation, to be
No,
honest with you.
no.
That house was okay.
Yeah.
We just needed to create that bathroom downstairs. That's what she
Yes.
wanted for her
Yeah.
mom because she can't walk upstairs.
Yeah. And then we create the room downstairs as well for her.
Yeah.
So we converted one of the living
reception
room,
rooms or whatever
reception
that was,
to
yeah.
the bedroom. So I was responsible to fully furnish and equip the house for them to come over.
Imagine
and
that
live.
they came over from Hong Kong and literally they opened the house and they could jump in the bed and sleep. That's crazy. Like, you know.
So we make for them the bed, the bedding, everything was
Yeah,
ready.
everything was ready.
So they came after a long journey and they really appreciate.
They just could have a shower and just go to bed.
Go to bed because everything was set up for them. So we create the kids.
It was full service basically.
Yeah, kids room as well.
Yeah.
So it was just, you know,
Brilliant.
with the theme.
I really like the style of it. It was very similar, like wooden style.
The whole house was just white wall and wood.
Yeah, and
because
wood.
she made
Is
the
it
brief as well.
Swedish style? Sweden,
It's like a Scandinavian. Yeah. So that's what she wanted. She wanted the Scandinavian style.
It's warm, it's classy.
Yeah,
It's nice.
She left me with the kids' room, so I could do whatever I
Whatever
want.
you could.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm pleased, but I added like a bamboo nice headboard for the bed and a nice wallpaper with map and animals. So
Okay.
and storage and bean bag for her
she
daughter.
had a little baby that time, I remember.
Yeah.
Small baby. Yeah, good experience. So
Yeah.
people will buy into it, and I hope that this will bring you a lot of new clients, people who wants to work with professional like yourself. Tell me how it works with this staging. I'm just curious. Do you rent this when you're staging houses, for example, for sale? Let's say, do you rent it or you have set furnitures that you provide? Because if you had set, I guess how many you can have? 3, 4 different ones.
Right. So the way I work, as I said earlier, I do the bespoke design for each house. So running a home staging business and working with different type of property, you need a different style of furniture as well. But at the same time, you want them to match to each other.
Yeah.
So it's like a
But it wouldn't
game.
last if you just buy 2 sets of furniture, because also, for every property is different.
Yeah.
Size of the rooms.
And even for your portfolio, you want the property to look different as well every time you post. So you don't want to have the same set of furniture and move to each house.
Yeah,
that probably will be very profitable
maybe
easy.
with new builds that would work, that it can be set up the same way.
But then anyway, sometimes you, with new build, targeting family, sometimes you targeting downsizing, sometimes it's first time buyers. So there is a difference. So how it's work now, I've got a warehouse with furniture, with like quite big size warehouse with racking. And now I've got 7 sets, let's say, to fully furnish 4-bed house. So it's a lot. But it's not exactly by set. I mean, not like this is for one house. You can mix and match everything.
That's cool.
But I'll be able to fully furnish 7 houses, 4-bed houses.
7 houses?
Yeah, fully furnished. So that's a lot. Okay. But when I started, as I said, my storage was my living room, then was loft. Then I moved to self-storage, then had 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units. That was challenging.
Is this furniture yours now, or
yes.
you leasing it? Or?
So how it's work now, I renting out the furniture.
Okay.
So I've got warehouse where I own the furniture. So I invested in the furniture and now I'm renting out. So if you have a house for sale, my initial quote is for 8 weeks. So I'm renting out the furniture for 8 weeks. I then choose a sourcer of the furniture that's going to match the property. And we deliver everything to the installation, to the styling, and then the house is ready on the market. And after the 8 weeks, if the house is not sold, then we can extend, or we coming back and collect everything. So then everything coming back to our house. So it's just hands-free.
I like your style
for you.
because you also helped me to stage that bungalow, if you remember, in Manchester. Yeah. We just couldn't sell it, unfortunately, that time, because that was the time. In January, that was the time where the mortgage rates skyrocketed from 3-4% to 6% or something like that. So everyone was struggling to get the mortgage, basically. So I'm renting that bungalow, by the way.
Oh, yeah. So at least you've got nice.
I've got brilliant tenant. She's been there almost 3 years now. Absolutely brilliant tenant. She looks after the property. It's doing well.
Yeah. And, just showing how the furniture layout we placed, that definitely helped them just see and vision those rooms, how to play with the furniture. I had
so many inquiries on that house. The problem was that situation of the market, that in that January, when we actually started to put it on the market, the mortgage rates gone up, and, it just caused that people who before had salary for 300k mortgage, they didn't have it anymore because the rate was much higher, and they needed more deposit, which they didn't have, and that's what caused
I remember that
domino effect.
I know, it's shame, but at least you managed to find a happy family living there.
Look, I managed to refinance it in the end of the day. It was flip project, but you have to change the strategy. Yeah. Unfortunately, so refinance, and now I still got it as a buy-to-let, which is great. Even
that's the great way of running home business. You have to adapt as well. Because when you're a business owner, it's never going to be just flat. No. It's always up and down.
Not in a property. I don't know how it is in other field, but in a property, don't look for a straight line. It doesn't exist. It's
and you
always
have to be clever and
adapt.
adapt. Even in my business, I'm connected to property. So they are up and down. There are months where houses don't sell because it's summer.
And competition, you face a lot of competition.
I'm not treating everyone as a competition, because I keep saying there is enough cake for everyone.
Yeah.
Clients got the chance. The more of home staging company are, the more awareness it is. So that's the benefit. Then clients got the choice of choosing the style, who they want to work with. And it's, from my point of view, it's nicer to work with people who want to work with me as well, instead of like working with someone where you not feel comfortable to work
Just
with.
in sake of money. I
yeah,
get it.
So that's why I work hard on this to run this business on my own terms. So I just run this business as I want, as I like. I respect my clients, so I'm working with who I want to work, and I'm glad that everyone who come into me, they want to work with me as well. I don't have to convince anyone.
Yeah.
They trusting me with the results as well. And it's just much easier and pleasure to run business when you've got nice clients. And I've got lovely clients from beginning, so I'm happy
Brilliant.
with that. But yeah, it's important to run the business the way you want.
Thinking about leaving UK for the better lifestyle? Picture yourself in Cyprus. Sunshine, sea views, and slower pace of life will help you to find your dream home on this beautiful island. So what's your vision for the future? Where do you see yourself in, let's say, 10 years?
In Italy.
In Italy?
Having the morning espresso
Morning
and looking
espresso.
at the sea.
Oh my God,
It's
I
nice
love
and
Italy
warm.
so much.
Me
Again,
too.
is it Leo thing or...
I don't know.
why
just
do I love
Italy.
Italian foods? You know,
I love the personality. It's like how
Everything.
they speak. You know, I even
Everything.
speak with hands. I just
I love the
that.
blazers, the way they, dress, everything.
Yeah.
But Tablo Espresso is one of them. 100%.
Pasta.
Wow.
Yeah, so I love this.
So would you like to leave UK at some point? Like go and live overseas?
Yeah, I love UK as well. And maybe that's going to sound strange, but I like the weather.
Okay.
'Cause,
That is strange.
That's strange, but I tell you why.
Especially for someone who was born in August or end of July, sorry.
Yeah,
I was born
but
in
you know why? Because when it's hot and nice, there's some, you probably hear as well, that everyone want to move to Spain. And Spain is not calling me. Italy, yes. But over winter,
Greece?
maybe. Haven't been to Greece yet, so I can't tell.
Okay.
But the landscape, it's lovely. The sky and the sea, so it's probably yes. But I can't cope with high temperature. So when it's weather like this today, that motivates me to work. When it's hot, I just want to sit
and
in
do
my
nothing.
garden, do
And
nothing,
enjoy.
read the book, just enjoy the life. So I think now when I'm still scaling my business, I love UK because it just motivates me to work.
Would you still travel in between? Because
Yes,
obviously
absolutely.
you've got 2 kids as well, so
Yeah, we love.
most likely at least one of them will be living here in the UK. I don't think they will leave. This is where they were born and
Yeah, well, my son, he keeps saying he loves Poland and he wants to live in Poland one day. So we'll see. My daughter, she loves traveling, so she said she's going to travel.
so she might be a traveler.
But I think I will be living a bit here, maybe Italy, maybe
Yeah.
somewhere else. Definitely
Work
want
remotely, travel.
Yeah, travel,
traveling
scale
is
the
great.
business.
Seeing the world, seeing different people, meeting different people. That's what open eyes as well.
Yeah,
If you
and
start
then you can
traveling.
always hear new ideas, how people,
Of course.
run business.
Different businesses. Yeah.
Yeah, I love meeting people and just build the connection with them. You always learn something interesting from
100%.
them.
You have to be open-minded as well.
Yeah.
Not closed that we're in property, that's all we know. The people making some, most of them much more money and they're not in the property. So
Yeah.
let's learn how they do it.
Absolutely.
Cool. Great vision for the future. Have you got someone who crossed you on your journey in the UK who wasn't loyal to you? Like backstabbing people. No?
No.
You always met
I always met
nice people?
Because I'm nice.
And any back
Anything,
experience?
nothing. I know, like we Polish, you can hear story like someone was not nice to them because of the accent. And maybe that's where I've just heard the story and thought it's going to happen to me, but never experienced anything like that. Everyone since beginning was so helpful and so good for me. Maybe that's why I like UK. Because I never experienced anything bad. Even the weather is not crossing
I experienced many snakes, and that's one of the reasons why I started this podcast as well, because I wanted to talk about the loyalty and core values, that actually there are people who have some core values.
Yeah.
So, and one of the things that I've got, which is in my book as well, The Art of Loyalty, is One Penny Club.
Okay.
And One Penny Club is the club of cheap fuckers, people who have no morals, people who would backstab you just because they want to go and climb the corporate ladder, for example, and go to your position. Just cheap personalities, basically. Why 1 penny? Because if you find it on the floor somewhere outside, you won't even pick it up. It's that small. You do, but many people wouldn't, because we can't even buy anything for 1 penny these days. So I've got another person who I want to put in. There was a colleague of mine that I came across at some point in recruitment. Her name was Caroline, and she just had a sly and backstabbing behavior where she was trying to look very good in front of the boss. I'm not going to go to too much detail because I respect my previous boss, but there were things like we're supposed to do some presentation. I told her I'm going to help her. She said, no, I'm doing this, because she was below me in corporate ranks, you know. And no, I'll do this. I've got this. So I left it for her, and she did it. And then I overheard from my bosses that she was saying I'm doing fuck all, and I didn't want to help her with that presentation, which wasn't the truth, because I was offering my help and I wanted to help her. I had time to do it anyway. I was looking after a couple sides, and this was one of them. And just sly and shitty behavior that wasn't really needed. So she earned the membership in my 1 penny club. Caroline, welcome to my 1 penny club. Cool.
Nice idea to put them in the box.
100%. And one day I'm gonna change it. I was already thinking about it, because I don't wanna sound negative that there are only fuckers in this world and people who would backstab you and people who would do you wrong things. There is so many nice people that we meet on the journey, like you met in your first job. I met so many people that helped me to be where I am now. And one day when this will be maybe half full or full, then I will throw it in a bin and I will forget about these cheap fuckers, and I will change it to GOAT, which will be greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And there will be a logo of GOAT, and we will be putting more money, probably £2, which is the highest coin in the UK, and that will be for the nice people who we met on our journey. That's the next level. But I have to fill this one up, because there were so many fuckers that deserve to be there. You know,
sometimes you just have to,
you have to forget about it. Even with these people, what I'm saying and suggesting, you can even do this at home. This jar costs probably £3 on Amazon. You can buy it. You can put 1 penny there. Just cut them off your life. That's all you need to do. Yeah. Cut these cheap fuckers, because that's all they deserve. They're not in your life for a reason, because they don't deserve to be in your circle.
But I believe that any person like that who stand on your way, it's just giving you a lesson.
Of course, yeah.
And you just
we have to learn the lesson. It hurts at the time when it happens, because sometimes it's money. Some people lost. I know a couple of people who lost millions with business partners, and that hurts. You know,
That's very
one of the
painful.
guys went ill actually after losing
Yeah.
almost everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's not nice. It's not easy to go through, but it's another lesson. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
you know, some of us have it easier. Some of us have to face this, and we just have to keep going.
Yeah. You can't focus too much on this because,
No.
you know,
Because you will dwell
where
on
you
it, and you
focus
will.
on
you
your
will-
energy go as well, and
100%.
you want your energy.
That's why I
focus
want to
on
change it at some
something
point.
positive.
But for now, I'm still going to run this One Penny Club, because even my guests, some of them, they have these cheap fuckers that they came across along their life journey. So let's
and
put
it's
them in
great
there.
idea
and-
because you have to clean your mind and body
Yeah,
with the bad
just forget
energy
about
as
it.
well.
Forget
Forget
about
and
it.
just move on, because, you know, focusing on this, it's not working for you. It's like
100%.
holding the poison
agree.
right in the
I agree.
hands. You're
That's
just
why-
killing yourself.
That's
not
why
someone
they
else.
just go in there in
Just
the
put
jar
there,
and
forget, move
they
on.
will stay there forever.
There are lovely people out there
Oh yeah.
as well, so
So
it's
many
better
lovely
always.
people.
Yeah,
Have you
even
got
if
someone-
I come across, I just try not to focus on those people. So I'm just
Have you got someone in particular that you met in UK that really stood out for you, like such a nice person, helpful, maybe in work or outside of work? Anyone that stood out completely?
I think in my main business, well, now in a business, but when I was working in Community Foundation, it was few people that were my inspiration. They show me there is something more than just employment, and good people running big businesses. But there was few. Now I've got nice mentor, Jade from B-Space. She's my mentor for nearly 2 years now. And she's actually pushing me a lot and showing me, like, you can do this. She believes in me very much. And she, well, not push me is bad word, but she supports me to actually...
She holds you accountable, like
Very much. And I'm really grateful for that, because sometimes we cannot believe in ourselves. Even those people like showing, yes, you're doing a great job, but our self-belief sometimes just stopped us with
true.
doing something more. And she's the person always
that push you.
push me
That's so
and like
nice, you know.
support my back to that point where I was running homestaging trainings for Polish community, but I always was thinking my English is not enough. I don't know enough. Maybe I'm only little Marta, you know, who gonna work with me or who gonna see me as a mentor, till I actually advertise on Instagram that, hello, is there anyone who want me to be your mentor? And I had 25 people respond
No way.
straight away.
You see, this is again
And
limited
she said,
beliefs
Marta,
and
go for it. So I've just created a mentorship program, and I'm launching at the beginning of December.
Brilliant.
So tomorrow I'm going to send all of the details. So it's beginning.
Is
of
it recorded
November.
or you do one-to-ones with people?
No, it's the way I want it to run. It's nothing like I've been through before. I want this to be like business in alignment. I want that to show like you can actually create a business on your term. So the business is working for you. You're not working on a business. Because I've done it. I work with children, young children, between school hours. I work part-time, and I've still managed to create a business that work for me, that clients coming to me, you build a brand. So business that is aligned with yourself. So how it's going to work, we're going to meet in a group, but it's a mix of one-to-one as well. Then I'm going to have guest speakers on the main topics, how to build a brand. I'm going to bring my developer as well.
So it's kind of like event.
All going to be online.
Everything
on a
online,
Zoom.
okay.
Yeah, but...
But you bring the professionals and
yes,
people.
and I want to bring a little bit of spirituality as well.
Okay.
So we want to connect, like, this business, you own the business, like you feel you're the owner, the CEO, instead of just chasing constantly.
Definitely. Do you meditate?
Yes.
every day?
I
Or when you
would
feel
say
you have to?
I
You need
think
to?
we can meditate sometimes when you're stuck in a traffic. Just
Okay.
think like, oh yeah, it's all right. Especially if
Is that the way you calm you down?
calm you down. Every time because that's
beep.
coming with practice, all of the meditation. I'm probably not good by just
Meditation
sitting and just
actually
meditate.
is just controlling your thoughts.
Exactly. So when I catch myself on some negative thoughts, I just try to convert.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you've got this. Carry on. Everything working.
Is
the
this
way it's
something you
supposed to
learned
be.
through the books?
Books, a lot of podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of
Motivational
motivation.
videos. and-
Yeah, everything you can find on social
yeah.
everywhere, but you need to find just someone who match your energy and
Definitely.
working for you.
Do you read books?
Yes, I love books. I've got a lot of
Lot.
books. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I
You
think
read in English or
mix.
mix?
Depends.
Mhm.
I don't. I've got a lot of like self-development books. So since I started my business, there was a lot books.
Who's your
coming.
favorite author?
Well, I've started with Brian Tracy, which is
Yeah,
basic,
I've got a couple
and
of his books there.
Robert Kiyosaki as well.
Yeah.
The very basic,
Yeah.
the foundation of self-development and property books. And then you go deeper and deeper.
In
like
every
Joe
book you find
Dispenza.
something. Joe
Yeah,
Dispenza is
yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, so to understand why you sometimes behave that way and what you can change by
Understand yourself.
Yeah, and that's because I think we coming back to the self-belief constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not overcoming yourself, you're basically limiting yourself of doing anything.
Killing your dreams.
Yeah. So
Intentionally.
no one coming to help you. You have to do this.
You have to do it.
Yeah,
That's very powerful.
it is. It is.
Listen, you are inspiration for many. There are people out there who are watching now, I'm positive, who are at the beginning of the journey and would love to do what you do. You found your passion for design and
Yes, I love
changing rooms and houses and making money for developers and investors.
Yeah, and that's important to just, to show that through design you can actually change someone's lives as well.
Yeah.
It's not just developers or mine. It's just people who moving in, like our Amanda clients coming into house, and it's changing life for people.
Yeah, definitely. I think even delivering good service, you always got that great feeling. Like the property I was talking about today, that's just one of the properties that we've got for sale, for one of few. But I know that word of mouth from this client will bring me another 2-3 properties, 100%.
Yeah.
Because she's very happy with the result. I gave her advice. I told her what we need to do, what we're aiming to achieve. I was aiming 225. We achieved 230. Happy as Larry,
Yeah.
And this is important. I think there must be in your business that higher target than just make money and make living. It's about delivering great service and have a great feeling. In the end of the day, we still work with people.
Yeah, it's the relationship that is more important for me in the business, because, as we said, people buy people, and you're here just to meet people and help them and just build a relationship.
What's the advice you would give to some younger people, for example, who came to UK now? Not necessarily came to UK now. They're in 20s like you were when you came over here, and they want to start their own business.
Well, I'm gonna quote what I was repeatedly saying to myself: start where you are, do what you can with what you've got.
You know what?
The source
that was on my older laptop. When I opened the laptop and I was going to put the password, that was the quote that was there. And I could see it every single one day when I opened that laptop.
I had the same when I started.
Do what you can with what you've got. And that's it. That's all you need to do.
Because that's what you need to do. Because don't overthink. Because when you start thinking, but my English is no good enough, then you kill some opportunity to work. I'm not good enough with this. I don't know this. And there is so many negativity just coming and coming. If you focus like, okay, today I feel all right. Today I can make one call. That's great. I can recommend a great book actually for someone who's starting as well. It's a very small book like this. Go for no. That opened my mind. So just example, you work in sale and you say, I want 5 sales this week. But if you set yourself a goal, go for 50 no. Till you not achieve 50 no, by the time you can have 10 sales.
Okay.
So if you reverse that, you may have better results. And going for no or hearing the no, it's not making you like, oh gosh, another person who don't want my
part
business.
Of the process in sales.
Then you changing in your head like, okay, that's fine. That
move
one
on.
tick off, move on. I wanted to hear no, but at the same time, in between, you working hard to hear yes as well. But yeah, changing the focus, it's just change the way your brain think as well, and you're more motivated to make more calls. And on the way,
Definitely.
you may hear
it's a
more.
numbers game. In sales, it's definitely a numbers game. The more you ring, the more you make.
Yeah.
We've seen it in Wolf of the Wall Street.
Yeah, and you need to remember that no is not just no; it's no yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
they might not be in a position today, like with the properties. Someone who's not selling today doesn't mean they won't be selling in 5 years.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Circumstances are changing.
They may come back to you.
Yeah.
And this is what I learned. That was the great lesson I learned, actually, because I was very afraid to hear no. Like, because I was so personal, I was thinking people buying, as you hear people buying people. So I was thinking they not buying me. But at the same time, they buying me, my services through me. So if they say no, they may not be ready to have the staging now, but they may come back in week
At
time
least they
and
know
months.
what you do.
And they can recommend me to someone else.
100%.
So,
you never know.
That's it.
Marta, I think it's been my absolute pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming. It was a great chat, very inspirational. I love your journey of resilience and, keep going when the time was tough. I love the fact that you actually worked 6 months for free, which many people wouldn't do. And I think the factor is that many people don't have patience. You need to have a patience. Like that. We had a chat before the podcast and we both agreed that are we in a position in a business that we want to be? No, we're not. But we know we're going to get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
When? It might
we never know.
It might be 1 year, it might be 2 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's within 5 years.
Yeah, that's the maximum.
That's the max. That's the deadline. If it won't happen, then
it will happen with our determination.
Yeah, it will. It will definitely happen. We will bring the systems, and we will be the CEOs looking after the higher tickets and clients.
And then we can meet in Italy with espresso in
Have
hand.
an espresso, double espresso in Milan. I've been in Milan, only in Milan in Italy, and I loved it. But I would love to see the south.
Yeah, Florence is gorgeous as well.
Would love to go.
Venice, yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm positive that people will enjoy this and they will take some inspiration from your story.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Marta. Appreciate it. At Rainbow Northwest, we make real estate effortless. Whether you're looking to sell on the market, off-market through our exclusive investor database, or via auction, we've got you covered. Plus, we offer top-notch property and project management, including refurbishment for investors. We can help you to build your own portfolio. Let us help you on your real estate journey. Rainbow Northwest, your trusted real estate business partner.